They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's knocked. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
Man, coaches talk about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, we were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big run.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 1. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah State Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that.
Coming out aggressively. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Mung. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
On the move at the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utah State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's up to 49 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. got it in the middle. It's best. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to... Breaks into the open. He has 89 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The run from the shotgun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Aggies want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's caught. It's Savage. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. The sure hands, it's Savage. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Aggies!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Eastern Michigan delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the MAC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ypsilanti. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Catch in the middle, it's close. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to barrel in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Turns it loose. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Mung. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Utah State up-tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got his man on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best for them all. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Savage. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Utah State up-tempo.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go in that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I'm not surprised they went to him again. Hey, he's already had 2 rushing touchdowns. He's had some success and been physical. But how about the defense? Ready for him? I guess they've learned their lesson, right? They've already given up 2. They weren't giving up a 3rd.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of sceneries there across the 35, 1st and 10 from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe.
Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tight end now in motion. Here's the give off the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.